Hey all, welcome back to Fire and Water Travel. My name is Darren, and today I'm going to take you on a tour of the brand new Virgin Voyages Brilliant Lady ship. We were able to do a tour in Miami when it first docked here, and I'm going to show you all that I got to see. I'll be right back with the tour of the Brilliant. Hey all, welcome to Fire and Water Travel Services. We specialize in affordable luxury and culinary adventures with all types of travel, including cruises, all-inclusives, and any type of travel that you're looking for. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and make sure you like and subscribe and share this channel. All right, all, like I said, they invited a bunch of travel agents, about 1,500 of us down here to check out the Brilliant Lady when it first docked here in Miami, and it was a pretty awesome show. They did a lot of things like showing the new entertainment and things like that I did not get a chance to see, but we did get to tour the new areas, things that they've added to this ship, and this was what it was like walking in. Just like Virgin, guys, it was a party atmosphere the whole time. Plenty of travel agents here checking out the ship before it leaves on its mermaiden out of Miami the next day. But this was all travel agents checking out all the new things that were on the ship. And there was a couple things I'm going to point out to you that were different. A lot of it was the same. Of course, the ship looks pretty much the same as the other three ships, but there is a small difference on deck 8. They did have to make it a little bit more narrow so it can get through the Panama Canal. This was our listing of events that they had going on. I did not be able to participate in all of them, but I did check out this area here, which is in the roundabout on deck 7. Normally had the vinyl record player and stuff here. They've opened this up. It's right next to the draft house place where the beer is. And they've really opened up deck 7 here in the roundabout, offering up a lot more seating on both sides. And they've just kind of redesigned it and repurposed some of this space here for more just casual seating, and so people can meet up here and enjoy the space. So I was really impressed with what they did with this area. Now they're also going to have entertainment here in this new section. They did have a little band set up later in the afternoon that same day, but the draft house is still the same. A lot of the ship is the same of the other ships, but there's also some differences, and I'm going to point a lot of the differences out. They did change, like I said, the roundabout just a little bit from other. Like I said, guys, a lot of the venues are the same as all the other ships. Of course, this is the Sip Champagne Bar, and pretty much the same layout. I don't think there was any changes at all that I noticed, but of course it's one of my favorite bars to hang out in. Of course they have the caviar eggs here as well, but everybody was also having a great time here in the Sip Champagne Bar. One of the other areas that's different on all the ships here is this on deck 7 forward here, this little space before you get to the social club. This is where they have like the horses and a couple of different things on the other ships. This was just a different little area that they have on the Brilliant Lady, but it's its own little area explaining the ship, I guess the personality of the ship here. So of course the dock and the dock house are the same as like all the other ships. They did have a couple different food items on the menu here that I did try that were really good, but the same really relaxing, nice setup on the dock and the dock house as the other ships. I tried the Trumpet Royal mushrooms here that were really good, and the grilled shrimp, but this is one of my favorite places to get little snacks on all the ships because they just have such cool little food on sticks and things like that are always great little finger foods if you're not looking for a whole meal, but you can just go ahead and pop into the dock or the dock house and just get a couple things to eat. Of course, the pizza place is always awesome on all the ships. It's pretty much the same. I did have to sample it just to make sure, and of course got myself a nice beer as well with that to go with it. The Lick Me Till I Scream is the same as on all the other ships. great ice cream as well. As far as the test kitchen and all the other restaurants, pretty much the same. I'm sure they have different types of menus, but extra virgin, test kitchen, pink agave, gungbei, pretty much the same on this ship as all the other ships. So that's where you get your kind of continuity, is in those restaurants with the same menus, and I'm sure the menus change, but with the Razzle Dazzle, this is the new Rojo, which is different than on any of the other ships, of course, and it's kind of a Spanish tapas type theme, and they've actually changed the design of the restaurant as well. On the other ships, I know it looks more like a diner when it's just a regular Razzle Dazzle. This looks more like a upscale Spanish type bar restaurant, but still in the same spot. It's just a little bit different layout and different furnishings and all that. So it still does have the bar in the back here and some bigger tables for larger parties and all that. But I was really impressed with the menu and the food. I did try as much as I could, and you're going to see that in just a minute. But as far as the layout of the restaurant, I think the layout was very similar, but the furnishings and the decor were a lot different than the other Razzle Dazzle restaurants I had seen on the other ships. And of course, the menu was totally different. I was able to eat here for a meal. They did allow us to have dinner, and of course, Rojo was very busy because it's the only ship that has this restaurant. So here's your menu here. This has a sip and savor like they do on all the other restaurants. $35. You can combine drinks and food, or you can just have the included menu here, which is a lot of tapas, a lot of different little finger foods to share, and of course your desserts here. And I'm going to show you a few of them that we all had. Really good. I mean, of course it has the extra coffees and drinks and stuff like that if you want to get those as well. But as far as what's included, this is the first thing they bring you. It's a hard roll, so that's really hard exterior and soft interior, and a bowl of olive oil. This was the beef tartare, when it comes with some potato chips and egg yolk on top. This was a grilled shrimp crostini with a nice sauce and some tomatoes. This was oxtail crostini, which was just some really ground up oxtail with cheese on top. This was the octopus, which was really tender, and it came in a nice creamy sauce with olive oil on top as well. And this was a mixture of olives and peppers, beets, cheese, nuts as an appetizer as well, which was really good. One of the people we were with got the pork ribs. These were pork spare ribs that she said were excellent, very sweet and spicy. I had a medium rare ribeye that had a nice Spanish flavor to it with some pepper sauce, and this was a Arctic char, like a salmon, that was very, very good. Very crispy skin, nice tapenade on top. And of course, we got the dessert. We got the churros with the fudge dipping sauce at the bottom. These were goat cheese flan, which was really good. They had the pecans and blueberries on top with a maple sauce. And this was a rice pudding that had a nice creme brulee type finish on top with the sugar that was burnt. And this was the Basque cheesecake, probably my favorite dessert out of all of them. So you must try it if you go on the Brilliant Lady. Like I said, guys, a lot of the venues were the same, but one of the major differences that I saw was up here in the athletic club, towards the back of the ship here up top. They had these new glass panels instead of having the red mats that go up like seating. They had decided to get rid of those, and they have the glass panels now. And they also have these kind of umbrellas here on the big round beds. These used to just be open, and now they have these little sun covers on top of them as well. So this was probably one of the major changes that I saw to the ship, other than Deck 8, where they made it a little bit less wide so they could go through the Panama Canal, and some of the little other things that they changed on Deck 7. So, but this was I think this was a good thing, instead of just having to sit in those, looking into the ship, you can actually look out at the water. So pretty good. All the other venues, guys, like I said, like this, were pretty much the same. If you've been on one Virgin ship, you've seen these areas, and you can tell it's pretty much the same. You know, have the big hot tub type thing here, there, and then the casino is in the same spot as it is on all the other ships. Has limited slot machines and gaming tables. It's not the biggest casino on a ship you'll find, but it's suitable. I don't do any gambling on ships anyway, so I really don't care about the casino, but it's a decent size. And they also have the smoking casino, which just has pretty much some slot machines in it, and it's far away from the main casino. It's in its own room with just air handlers in it. So if you do want to play some slots and smoke, you have your own little room in there to do that, behind the cage. Of course, the red room is the same as like all the other ships. This is where your main shows are going to be held. And then, of course, they have the manor, which is your other main show area, which is the double 2-level bar show area. So very much the same as all the other ships, guys, except for those few little changes that I said. But the food on Rojo is amazing. The food in all the other places are pretty much the same. All the other restaurants are pretty much the same as the other ships. This here is the Fab Suite. So I did get a chance to look at some of the Mega Rockstar suites that I did not have a chance to on my last video. This was one of them, the Fab Suite. I did not get a chance to take a look at, but as you can tell, it's very similar to the Posh Suite, except it has just a little bit more square footage, but the layout is pretty much the same. You have 2 separate rooms, kind of separated, with a bedroom in one and then the pull-out in the other, so you don't really have to be all in one room when you're if you have more than 2 guests here. And of course, you have your in-room bar service and a very big patio with plenty of seating out here for you could probably have 7 or 8 people out here. So if you meet people, want to bring them out here, you can. Of course, you got your hammock as well and your little table if you want to have your meals out here. But this was, like I said, the Fab Suite, Mega Rockstar Suite. Pretty nice. This here was the Massive Suite, and I did a video before that had the Massive Suite in it, and it's pretty much the same as the other ships as well. 3 distinct rooms, one with a big seating area, one with the music area with the guitars and all that kind of stuff, and then you've got your main bar in the main room here, and then a separate bedroom and bath on the other side. Of course, you got the huge deck out there with a big seating area and a hot tub and all that. So the Massive Suite is the most expensive suite on the ship, and they have 2 of them, one on each side, and they're on the front of the ship. So I guess this is your main sleeping area, of course, and then it has its own bathroom with a tub and a shower and its own commode and all that. So if you're looking for the best room on the ships, then you're looking at the Massive Suite. Unfortunately, you can only have 4 guests in the suite, but you can bring as many in from people from the ship if you want to have, if you're having a party in here or what have you. But as far as booking it, you can only have 4 guests booked in here, even though it's a pretty big suite for sure. And again, guys, this is the Posh Mega Rockstar Suite. This is very similar to the Fab Suite, but it's just a little bit less square footage, but it's the same setup. It has the pull-out in one room and the bed area in another room, so you do have some separation if you're having 2 couples in here. So of course, you got your full liquor bar that's stocked and kept restocked during your trip, and a pretty good sized deck as well. So really good. If you're looking for the Mega Suites, the Mega Rockstar Suites, you can't go wrong with those. So like I said, guys, it looks pretty much on the outside like all the other lady ships, just a little bit of changes here and there. And tell you what, it's I really love the Virgin Voyages ships, and I really love all that they offer. But get on the Brilliant Lady, guys, and check it out. And it's going to Alaska, Panama Canal, and all that. Some itineraries that none of the other ships go to. Thanks for watching. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and if you need any travel, give us a call at Fire and Water Travel Services. Check out the link below. Check us out at fireandwatertravel.com.